Post-exposure prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis. Prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis.
One dark afternoon in the kingdom of Makosa, two young beautiful friends, namely Shidah and Bivah, went to the community well to fetch water. On their way back home, through the bushy path, something strange and traumatizing happened to them. They were raped. In the last 3 decades of HIV infections, researchers have designed and clinically tried out several HIV prevention interventions, and one of such interventions is post-exposure prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis is a 1-month daily medical treatment prescribed by a medical health worker for a person who has been exposed to HIV. In this barbaric situation of Shidah and Bivah, who have been sexually assaulted, post-exposure prophylaxis is important to them because it can stop the HIV virus from infecting them.
You girls, where is the water? We want to cook food and it's getting late.
Sister, something very bad has happened.
Something very bad? What do you mean? Stop kidding. Bring the water and stop wasting time.
As we were coming from their well, some men with masks and knives attacked us and they raped us.
What? You've been raped?
Yes, sister. We've been raped.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry for what has happened to you, my sisters. I gotta tell Mommy about this. Mommy!
Bivah, I feel so much pain down there. Sorry, dear. I also feel pain, but we've got to be strong. I'm worried. I'm scared. I don't know what I'm going to tell my stepmother. To make matters worse, the men took the jerry can. And Mom is going to be furious about her jerry can. You know what, Bivah? Let me go home.
Post-exposure prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis. Prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis. Mommy.
What?
Mommy, I tell you what?
What?
I tell you what, Mommy? Something bad has happened to our family.
What has happened?
Mommy, I tell you what?
What?
Bivah has been raped.
Oh my God. What have you said?
Bivah has been raped with her friend.
Oh my God, don't do this to me. Why, my daughter? Why?
Post-exposure prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis. Prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis.
Post-exposure prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis.
My lovely daughter, I'm so sorry about what has happened to you. But I'm here, your mother, to support you. Everything is going to be all right. Flavia, prepare your sister. We are going to the hospital.
Okay, Mommy.
Hello, Dr. Esther. This is Mrs. Senkamu, the mother to Bivah. I've got bad news, an emergency. My daughter has been raped. I need your help, doctor. I need your help. Yes? Okay, doctor. Let's get a board and come to the hospital right away. Flavia, what are you still doing? Let's go.
Mommy, we're ready.
My daughter, don't worry. I've talked to the doctor. Everything is going to be okay. Let's go.
Omwana gwe natumya amazzi okuva ku ssaawa 6 kakati zizino ziweze 10 takomawo akola ajja kukinnyonnyoka ajja kukinnyonnyoka ate gwe ajja kukondoka kiki amazzi galuwa ge nakutumye amazzi galuwa ekidomola kyange okireseewa ekidomola okireseewa nze njagala ekidomola kyange okireseewa wasikondoza okaba biti nze njagala ekidomola kye nakutumye mazzi kuva ssaawa 6 kakati zize essaawa ziri meka tonnabawo nakukomawo wano okaba biti nze njagala ekidomola kyange ekidomola kigulika kya nusu kasanvu kalamba nze nkajjewa weefukamiza nyimbuulirayo ekidomola okireseewa ekidomola kyange okireseewa kiruwa amazzi galuwa
Mami, ekidomola bakitutte.
Ani atudde? Nyaba nzaala. Nabwe ndakataala. Njagala mbuli ate ekidomola kyange. Njagala mbuli. Odati amazzi maganyabo sijja kumukiza kudda wano nga talese ekidomola kyange. Nze natanyina. Nze namugamba afe. Tajja kudda amazzi maganyabo ndayidde. Tajja kulinnyawo.
A friendly relationship where parents and their children discuss issues amicably is very important. A good example is this case of Shidah and Bivah. People need to learn that a raped person becomes confused, uncomfortable, and needs support from people around her, especially parents. Parents, let us be real parents. Let us spend quality time with our children and set an example for them to follow.
Doctor, is my daughter going to be all right?
Yes, 100%. Bivah, I'm sorry about what happened to you, but you're going to be very fine. We have done all the necessary counseling and tests, and I have specifically prescribed for you post-exposure prophylaxis and emergency contraceptives.
Doctor, can you explain that in simple terms?
Post-exposure prophylaxis is a medical treatment that we give to a person exposed to HIV, now like your daughter Bivah.
Okay, doctor.
To stop the virus from infecting. Bivah, my dear, these drugs have some mild side effects like nausea, headache, fatigue, and others. But after some time, you're gonna be okay.
Doctor, does it mean I'm going to take this medication for the rest of my life?
No, my dear. The medication is to be taken for 1 month. And after you have been tested negative, you will stop the medication.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Let us hope for the best.
No worries, Mrs. Sekatude. And you should support your daughter because she's going through a lot.
Bivah, my daughter, I'm here for you. Let's go home. Thank you so much, doctor.
Okay, be well.
Who should get post-exposure prophylaxis?
A victim of rape or sexual assault, a person who has had unprotected sex, and a person who has shared needles for drugs, tattoos, etc.
Exposure to HIV is a medical emergency. It is important to educate our community that it is very possible for a person exposed to HIV to stop its infection by taking post-exposure prophylaxis correctly. Post-exposure prophylaxis.
Post-exposure prophylaxis. Prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis.
The mistreatment of Shidah by her stepmother was unbearable. This forced her to seek refuge at her grandmother's deep in the village. The poor girl didn't know that she had already been impregnated and infected with HIV virus by the rapist. It took Bivah, her best friend, 5 months to locate her, and by the time they found her, she had immune suppression and had started developing symptoms of HIV/AIDS. It was too late for her to benefit from post-exposure prophylaxis like her friend Bivah. But one great intervention is still very important to Shidah, and that is PMTCT, prevention of mother-to-child transmission. Post-exposure
Prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis. Prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis.
Post-exposure
Prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis. Prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis.